Welcome to this gentle yoga flow designed to release tension in your wrists and forearms. Perfect for anyone who spends time typing, lifting, or doing yoga. Grab your mat and let's begin. Sit back on your heels, rest your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and settle into this space. Lengthening your inhales and exhales. Sending your breath all the way down into your lower belly, your lower back. Finding a moment of stillness and gratitude. Then we're going to reach our arms up to the sky. Palms come to touch overhead. Look up and then bring the hands down through your third eye center. Close your eyes and set an intention for your practice. Breathing into this space, calming, centering. Then bring the hands down through heart center. And pause. And then we'll make our way to our child's pose. Bring your arms back alongside your body for this child's pose. Palms down or up, whichever you prefer. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Keep your knees close to touch. Soften your shoulders. Breathe deeply here for a few moments. Keep bringing your attention back to your breath. Then we're going to take our palms down and reach them back a little bit farther to get a bigger stretch through the shoulders. Press the palms into the floor. Then we'll move into our tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then sit back for a second, onto your heels, come back to your tabletop. Walk the hands slightly forward so that you can bring the hips forward, shoulders come slightly over the fingertips. And just breathe here a couple breaths, waking up the wrists, push through the palms, and almost claw through your mat. So your fingers are active here, your hands are active. Press through each knuckle. And then come to your tabletop, but turn your fingertips to face the outer edge of your mat. And rock to the side, to the right side, and then move forward and back with the weight in your right hand, moving forward and back. Notice the sensation across the wrists and the forearms. And then we'll move to the left. And again, rock forward and back, pressing each knuckle into the mat. And then come back to sit on your heels. We'll take a kneeling cat and cow. So inhale, arch through the spine and look up. Exhale, round through the back. I like to hold on to my kneecaps for a little bit of leverage here. Or you can just rest your palms to your thighs. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Just getting off our wrists here for a little bit. One more. Inhale to arch. And then exhale to round. Drop the head. Hollow out through the belly. Chin towards the chest. And then sit back up. Come back to tabletop. From tabletop, spin fingertips to face your knees. Ground the palm, then sit hips back slightly, lifting the heel of the hand a little bit, and then return forward to a flat palm 2 to 3 times. If you feel enough of a stretch and sensation through the forearms with just turning your fingertips to your knees, then just stay there. And then if you want a bigger stretch, take your hips back towards your heels slightly. Should be a really big stretch through the forearms and wrists. Then sit back on the heels. And we're going to make our way into a forearm massage. So we're going to bring our left forearm down to the mat. Take your right hand down for support. And then I like to use my opposite knee, so my right knee, to draw little circles, starting at the elbow on the forearm, and draw little circles down your knee for a little forearm massage, and then we'll switch sides. So right forearm down, drawing circles with your left knee. Left hand is on the ground to support. Don't press too hard, it should be kind of gentle, but you should feel a little bit of pressure as you draw those circles. And then come back to a kneeling position. We're going to take our hands and fists and just draw circles with our wrists. A couple one way, then the other. And we're going to flick our wrists forward about 10 times. So don't shake them, but just flick them. And then you can take palms up and flick them as well. Just notice how that feels different through the wrists, and then palms down to flick them forward like you're flicking water off of your fingertips. And then roll through the knuckles a couple more times in fists. Then we're going to make our way to our downward dog. Tuck your toes, lift into your downward facing dog. Walk your feet a little wider than usual. Bend one knee, then the other. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and hands, with the feet being a little bit wider. Then we're going to look forward and tiptoe forward, nice and slow. Come into ragdoll, feet are hip width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows, keep a big bend in the knees and just sway side to side. Let the head hang heavy. Then we're going to come into gorilla pose. So take the backs of your hands to the ground and then lift your toes to place one hand under the foot, and then lift your opposite toes to place the other hand under the other foot. And then wiggle your fingertips to kind of massage your wrists here. And then you can play around with moving forward and back, moving your weight forward into the toes and then back. Just to add some pressure, a little bit of a massage onto the palms. And then release both feet and just take the backs of the hands down to the mat and wiggle your fingertips. And then we'll slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time in mountain pose. And then we're going to interlace our hands behind us, open up the chest, look up, open up the shoulders, and then lead with the chest as you forward fold, bending at the knees as much as you need to. Trying to take your hands overhead and then sway side to side if that feels good. If it doesn't, leave it out. Then inhale, release the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step your knees back to your tabletop. We're going to make our way to our child's pose to end our practice. So big toes come to touch, knees as wide as you prefer, or they can be closer to touch. And then walk your hands forward and melt your forehead to the mat. Arms can rest extended out in front of you, or you can take them back by your feet, again like we did in the beginning of class. Take a few final breaths here. Notice how your wrists and forearms feel now, and carry this ease into the rest of your day. Come back to your intention, and do this practice as many times as you need to release and stretch those forearms. Namaste.